Hey traders, welcome to this video on what is a nice Thursday morning pre-Bank of England, or at least if you're in the UK. Hello, wherever you are. Don't forget my free training is underneath this video. You can go and grab it there. So what are we looking at right now? Well, we had Fed news yesterday. Powell not really giving much away. One or two questions he answered quite vaguely. He did say quite a few times that they want to see more data, blah, 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 the same sort of thing. But he did say that it's not like we're seeing a definite soft landing by any means. Okay, so that spooked people or investors and traders alike a little bit. And you've seen a little bit of dollar strength, therefore. Okay, so in other words, if there's dollar strength, it comes normally because of a hawkish bias. Okay, and traders basically pricing in the fact that they may get better savings rates and buying US dollars. What happens, therefore, is you get a drop in the counterpart currencies. So if I zoom out on something like the 4 hour, what's great with this is that we can see clearly across the lower part of this sideways movement that you've seen for a long period of time, it's various levels of rejection. So anything down here really is where I like to scale in long on these falls. And by scaling in long, I mean start to buy. If you look at your economic calendar today, we've got lots of Bank of England news, monetary policy updates, things like that. Now, the Bank of England, like many other banks across the world, central banks, tries to follow the US as the standard, really. So Bank of England, more or less in the same boat, but I think it's going to take longer for the Bank of England to do anything decisive versus the US. You may find that it's just the same rhetoric, but otherwise you'll see a move if Andrew Bailey says something else. So you just have to wait for that. But from a technical perspective, we're at previously hit long zones. I mean, if you look at price action, it's awful. Admittedly, it's very bad. Lots of our Academy members are a bit bored, as I am, of the pound dollar. Been trading other things instead. Sideways from the 18th December, that just represents market indecision. Represents the fact that traders don't know whether the pound's going to go up or down. Now, of course, again, similarly, if it becomes the case that the central bank speakers, Monetary Policy Committee, say anything hawkish for the Bank of England putting up rates, then you'll find that savings rates increase. Well, they don't increase, but they don't come down as quickly. So traders start buying the pounds because there's better interest on them, and therefore you get a rise in the pound. Okay, obviously, if Andrew Bailey talks about bringing rates lower more quickly, you may find that there's more of a sell-off in your pounds and the pound dollar drops. So the focus really is on getting away from this sideways movement, okay, and going up or down. And that is going to be totally dependent on that market sentiment. Okay, it looks like the US may ease quicker than the Bank of England or the UK. Okay, so therefore, I wouldn't be shocked if this trend upwards continues. Otherwise, I'm simply happy to just let it do its thing. If it's any other reason, okay, and Andrew Bailey or the Bank of England say anything that is going to drop, the pound against US dollar, I'd rather scale in lower. Okay, and like I said, that's going to come if there's rhetoric around rates easing quicker, things being better in the economy and things like that. That's what would cause that fall. So I've got technical entries here and there, but my long-term bias, I wouldn't be shocked if you get up here again at all. I think that's the case for various FX pairs, and it's mostly just because the US seems to be leading the way in the charge, if you like. Okay, so anything that involves not easing rates so quickly, you'll find that it supports the pound. Anything else is going to unseat it, really, if you like. But you've got key tech levels below based on that price action. Lots of rejection along this line here. Okay, that's showing you that's the base at this point. Then further down, you've got minor price action to the left. So I hope that helps, guys. Any questions, let me know. Don't forget to get my free training underneath. You can also get my live room academy there. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.